Hey, this is DMAC again. We're about ready to start the serve. Let me say a few things here. You know, one of the hardest things for beginners to learn the serve is where to toss the ball. And so we're going to establish, and we're going to break down the serve. We're going to establish it by starting with a point of contact. Alright, so since I'm maneuvering this video by myself, we'll have to make some adjustments here, but bear with me. Hopefully we get the point. Alright? Most of the time when you're holding a serve, there's many grips, but I usually recommend I hand it to the student. I hand the racket to the student, and I don't really talk about grip because I don't want them to focus on the grip. Usually their hands will grip wherever's more comfortably, and for the most part what they'll have is a continental grip for their serve, continental grip. And then or sometimes they might have an Eastern backhand grip. It just all depends, but I don't really pay too much attention. And if it's really far off when I'm giving a private lesson to somebody, you know, I kind of fix it. But I try not to inundate a beginner with too much information, because the less information they know, the easier it is to mold and instruct them, and not try to be too what do you call that? Give them too much information load. Okay, so we're going to start with a point of contact. Where do we start that? Well, you got to make sure that your point of contact. So if you reach up there where your racket is, all right, and I'll adjust the camera soon. But you reach up there where it's comfortable. You reach up as far as you can. You look up there where that racket is, and all you want to do is toss the ball where that racket is. And you picture that ball, you picture where to toss the ball as you're reaching up there with the racket. Think of it as a catcher's glove. I'm a left-hander, so you're going to have to adjust a little bit, but the principle's still the same. But so I have it up there, and all I try to do is toss the ball to the racket. All right? To the center of the racket, or the sweet spot, they call it. And when I toss it up there, that's the glove. My right hand, being a left-hander, I toss the ball right there. So I got a perfect, I have a perfect image of where I want to toss the ball in the air, because a lot of times you don't have a reference point. And many instructors will tell you, oh, throw it up to the front, just in front of your foot, above your shoulder. That's too confusing. I'm going to tell you a specific place to toss the ball, and that is you reach up there with your racket. Okay? Let me get that footage right there, so let's pause there for a second.